Welcome to the Below Football Kaizer family. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to be the first to get the latest news. Official announcement: Nabi leaves Kaizer Chiefs. Nasreddine Nabi departs Kaizer Chiefs. After weeks of uncertainty, Kaizer Chiefs have finally announced their decision on Nasreddine Nabi's future. The club known as the Fefani Glamour Boys released a statement confirming an amicable separation from the former Young Africans coach. Nabi was suspended on September 17 after an embarrassing 3-1 loss to Sekhukhune United in the Betway Premiership at the FNB Stadium. Kaizer Chiefs FC and head coach Nasreddine Nabi hereby confirm that, following constructive engagements, they have mutually agreed to conclude their professional relationship on an amicable basis, the club said. Johnson said sends Vilakazi message to Chiefs. Coach Nabi, in turn, conveys his appreciation to Kaizer Chiefs FC, its leadership, players and supporters for their commitment and support during his time at the club, Amakasi added. Up next for Chiefs is a Simba in the CAF Confederation Cup on Saturday, October 18, 1500 hours. Official: Kaizer Chiefs appoint Nasreddine Nabi's successor after the confirmation of his exit. The Glamour Boys have been without a coach for the last couple of weeks, after the suspension of the Tunisian due to unspecified reasons. Cedric Kaizer and Khalil Ben Youssef have been in charge of the Soweto Giants, who are competing domestically and abroad. In a recent statement from Naturina, the management has now confirmed the changes effective immediately. How things unfolded at Chiefs in Nabi's absence and presence. Kaizer Chiefs started their Premier Soccer League campaign without coach Nasreddine Nabi, who had left for his native country, Tunisia, to attend to a family emergency. In his absence, the team was under his assistants Cedric Kaizer and Khalil Ben Youssef. They began by winning all the opening 4 PSL games without conceding a goal. When Nabi returned, Amakasi drew 0-0 with mamelodi Sundowns before falling to Sekhukhune United 3-1. That is when the management decided to act. Amakasi have now confirmed the changes at the club as communicated by their media team. Chiefs have confirmed Nabi has left. Kaizer Chiefs FC and head coach Nasreddine Nabi hereby confirm that, following constructive engagements, they have mutually agreed to conclude their professional relationship on an amicable basis, the club's media team confirmed. The parties recognize the importance of this decision being communicated in respectful and positive terms, reflecting the mutual regard maintained throughout their employment relationship. Kaizer Chiefs FC acknowledges and thanks coach Nabi for his contribution during his tenure with the club and extends best wishes for his continued success in future endeavors. Coach Nabi, in turn, conveys his appreciation to Kaizer Chiefs FC, its leadership, staff, players, and supporters for their commitment and support during his time at the club, they concluded. Ben Youssef and Kaizer given the mandate to coach Amakasi. Following the announcement earlier today of a mutual parting of ways between Kaizer Chiefs FC and head coach Nasreddine Nabi, the club can confirm that coaches Khalil Ben Youssef and Cedric Kaizer will lead the technical team for the remainder of the 2025-26 season, Amakasi further continued. Their leadership will ensure continuity and stability as the club prepares for upcoming fixtures domestically and on the continent. The club remains committed to its ambitions and thanks Amakasi supporters for their continued loyalty, patience, and support. Most read. 1 Kenya hand Benny McCarthy another WCQ win as ex-Chief star is red-carded. 2 Modi's former development coach tells Chiefs to switch players' role. 3 SA legend suggests new position for Mokazi, claims Pirates defender is being used incorrectly and underutilized. For discipline problem at Chiefs? Top PSL coach vows no Stellies player would refuse to be substituted. 5 Ntwari drama leaves ex-Bafana midfielder starting to doubt the competence of the Chiefs coaches. 6 Safa arbitrator makes ruling on Chiefs duo after prolonged legal battle. 7 Tuchel surprisingly calls Man United wonderkid into England training. 8 Clifford opens up on Pirates' interest after scoring versus Chiefs. What they offered was enough to say yes. What comes next? Under Nabi, Chiefs ended the decade-long drought by winning the Nedbank Cup, but finished the season 9th, which saw them miss making the MTN 8. Some interesting signings have been made, which give the current technical team no reason to fail domestically and abroad. Amakasi have the Nedbank Cup, the PSL, and the CAF Confederation Cup to fight for. SAFA arbitrator makes ruling on Kaizer Chiefs Asanili Velabai and Luke Bartman after prolonged legal battle with Cape Town Spurs. The players have been engaged with their former club in a legal showdown over their contractual status, and this delayed their appearance for Amakasi. The decision has now been made after the players and the Soweto Giants had been kept waiting to know their fate. Final blow for Spurs. The South African Football Association, SAFA, arbitrator Hilton Epstein has dealt Cape Town Spurs a final blow after declaring Asanili Velabai and Luke Bartman free agents. Cape Town Spurs had mounted a legal challenge trying to stop the players from leaving, but the arbitrator's judgment in favor of the team means the club has lost the fight. PSL DRC decision. Velabai and Bartman had previously been declared free agents by the Premier Soccer League Dispute Resolution Chamber. However, the club was keen to fight further and escalated the matter to the SAFA Arbitration Chamber, hoping to get a favorable rule. But again, they have lost, as the players have been declared as free agents, according to idiski Times. According to the publication, an overall amount of R325,000 was paid to the arbitrator, with Spurs paying R125,000, while the agents owe. Nabi gone, Chiefs name co-coaches for rest of season. Kaizer Chiefs on Friday confirmed the departure of Nasreddine Nabi as coach and said his two assistants Khalil Ben Youssef and Cedric Kaizer will stay on as co-coaches for the remainder of the 2025-26 season. This comes despite a poor run of one win in 4 matches since Nabi left the club. Chiefs earlier on Friday said that following constructive engagements, they have mutually agreed to conclude their professional relationship on an amicable basis. The parties recognize the importance of this decision being communicated in respectful and positive terms, reflecting the mutual regard maintained throughout their employment relationship, a statement from the club added. Kaizer Chiefs acknowledges and thanks coach Nabi for his contribution during his tenure with the club and extends best wishes for his continued success in future endeavors. Coach Nabi, in turn, conveys his appreciation to Kaizer Chiefs, its leadership, staff, players, and supporters for their commitment and support during his time at the club, it added. On the appointment of Ben Youssef and Kaizer, the club added, their leadership will ensure continuity and stability as the club prepares for upcoming fixtures domestically and on the continent. The club remains committed to its ambitions and thanks Amakasi supporters for their continued loyalty, patience, and support. When Nabi came back, Chiefs won one game, drew with champions Mamelodi Sundowns, but after losing 3-1 to Sekakun United, he was fired. Ben Youssef and Kaizer have since had 4 games in charge with a single win. Last weekend they were dumped out of the Carling knockout in the first round after losing on post-match penalties to Stellenbosch. Masuluk given all clear after blow to head. Stellenbosch goalkeeper Oscarin Masuluk has been given the all clear by doctors after being forced off the field at the weekend in his club's Carling knockout clash against Kaizer Chiefs. He suffered a blow to the head after coming out to make a save in the second half of the goalless draw and had to go off minutes later. Masuluk complained he was unable to see after the blow to his head and was in tears as he was forced off. As Stellenbosch's second-choice goalkeeper, he rarely gets an opportunity in the lineup ahead of Sage Stevens, but it had been agreed with coach Steve Barker that he would play in the Carling knockout matches this season. Masuluk, 32, was taken to hospital but after scans doctors said there had been no damage. However, he did suffer concussion and Stellenbosch have put him on rest until their medical staff are happy he is able to return to the training ground. Another West African signing for Marumo Gallants. Marumo Gallants have continued their shopping spree in West Africa and added the Togolese striker Ivanani Kasi Adatuto to their squad. Nduduzi Shabalala kicks off a new look, ditching his blonde hairstyle after Oscar Mbo's call. Kaizer Chiefs midfielder Mduduzi Shabalala has revealed a new hairstyle after producer and DJ Oscar Mbo urged him to change his look. Earlier this month, Shabalala debuted a fade cut with the top bleached blonde, a style that has become popular among many black men looking to add a striking color to their hair. The conversation around his hairstyle began after Chiefs drew 1-1 with Marumo Gallants FC last Wednesday. Following the match, Mo took to Instagram to voice his frustration with the team's performance, calling out players including Reeve Frosler, Gaston Sereno, and Duduzi Shabalala. To Shabalala, he wrote, "MDU, please get rid of that hairstyle and remember why you were promoted. You were one of the players we had pride in from our development, but you have dropped drastically. Go back to your roots and remember why we supported your inclusion. Today was not your best day, and we cannot have you showing no accountability." By the weekend, Shabalala appeared to have taken the message to heart. During the CAF Confederation Cup game against Cabascorp, he arrived with a different look, a simple, all-black, short trim. The change did not go unnoticed by supporters. Fans quickly reacted on the social media platform X. Mbali Mazabuko commented, "Shabalala took Oscar's advice and got rid of that hair." Nkosanathi Romeo Makubu added, "You guys forced MDU Shabalala into changing his hairstyle," laughing face emojis. Nwali Omkula wrote, "It's great to see MDU Shabalala listened and heeded the advice about that nonsense he did on his hair." Another user, Notho, said, "So, MDU really changed his haircut after the backlash he received in the last 3 days?" Shabalala has not publicly responded to the remarks, but his decision appears to have pleased fans. Kaizer Chiefs star Duduzi Shabalala eyes opportunity amid Bafana injuries. Kaizer Chiefs attacking midfielder Duduzi Shabalala is determined to make the most of his opportunity after earning a call-up to the Bafana squad for this month's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Lesotho and Nigeria. Bafana faced Lesotho on Friday at the Dr. Petrus Molamila Stadium, before taking on Nigeria on Tuesday, likely at the Free State Stadium. Coach Hugo Bruce's side is looking to extend their 5-point lead at the top of Group C.